talk about the Arizona law. And what it's very amusing about the Arizona law, they claim the main focus on Arizona law is profiling. Now the funny thing about it, of course it's for profiling. Why do you got to be a hypocrite? They're not going to look for Germans. They're not looking for Canadians because they're not coming across the border. So it's selective profiling. You're looking for Mexicans. They're not looking for Mexicans, but you're going to concentrate on Mexicans because they're the ones that's coming across the border. Now that's a very simple thing, yet all the hypocrites are trying to pretend what could be worse than profiling? Well, that's like murder. To take a man and stop him and make questions, and he may not have done anything wrong. What could be worse? Thousands of people come across the border is not half as bad as stopping somebody that may be inconvenient. Can you imagine how stupid that is? That's absolutely stupid. And to say, oh, that's profiling. Well, you know, the Israelis, they do plenty of profiling. You don't see any, they don't take people's shoes off at the airport. They don't make sure you don't have any empty bottles because they profile. They don't need to go through all that hypocrisy like we do here. We're the biggest hypocrites on God's earth, sitting up there and acting so noble. Oh, we can't inconvenience people. We can't make people think that we're singling them out. You're not singling anybody out. You're using common sense. Two short guys rob a bank. What are you going to look for? 6 feet guys? You look for short men. But you can't look for short men because that's profiling short people. Oh, they raise hell. You're picking up the short people. You got to look at tall people too. Well, tall people didn't rob the goddamn bank. Now, you know, people are going to look at me and see that I'm black, and they're going to say, well, Jesus, he ought to know what it is to be discriminated against. This is not discrimination. This is ridiculous. You got people coming in this country illegally. They don't belong here. People don't forget that. They don't belong here in the first place because they're coming in illegally. And you know something? A lot of Latinos, believe it or not, don't agree with this profiling stuff and all that because they had to go through all of the legalities to come here, years to get here. And then they get people jump over the fence and claim immigrants' rights. What kind of rights do you have? You don't belong here. That's all. You don't have rights. And you know the funny thing? It makes it so ridiculous. Why don't we just tell the Mexicans, being that we're so horrible, we'll use your immigration laws instead of ours. And then see what they say. They got the strictest immigration. Every country in the world has stricter immigration laws than we do. Let us use the Mexicans' law against immigration instead of ours and see how happy they'd be with that. And here you got the president of Mexico coming to a sovereign country telling them how we should treat people that's coming in illegally. It doesn't make any sense. And you know, here I am. I know what discrimination is. I'm 77 and I'm black. So you know what makes me laugh? I know what the people are going to say, well, he's a black guy. He's supposed to be for this. No, no, no. I'm sensible. I don't give a damn what color I am. And I know what discrimination is. Blacks were born here initially against their will. And there was the kind of discrimination that most people, I know what it was like. It was humiliating, demoralizing, ostracizing discrimination. It was made to crush you. It wasn't made for no other reason but to crush you. There's nothing like that here. It's nothing like that. It doesn't even compare with jumping the border and come. These people come in because they want to. And they don't even have an idea to ride on the back of black people saying that it's like discrimination against blacks. Annoys me, because it isn't. It has nothing whatsoever. There's no correlation. So the point is, what I'm trying to get across is simply this. Stop the phoniness with the profiling. Yes, it's profiling. Be honest. People can respect you when you're honest. Yes, we're profiling selectively because we're not stopping Germans. We're not even stopping blacks so they don't come over the fence. Mexicans are. That's all. That's simple.